Hey friends, welcome. I'm sorry I was a little late. I apologize about that. I just lost track of time. I'm gonna post this. Oops, and I honestly I just lost track of time. Okay, and I'm gonna share this video as well onto my Twitter because I think I lost a bunch of people from not starting on time.
Hi.
Okay. We are right now live on the ground. Uh, okay, we are live on the ground with Christina Goki. We are in Denver, Colorado. This is a women's free speech event. Hey, Christina, and you have your own YouTube that you are restarting. I know that you were like one of many women who was kicked off of the platform and now you are restarting again, but we're glad to have you back. You were also a big part of many of you were at a couple, correct, of the Let Women Speak events when Kelly J. Keene was here.
Yeah, I was in Miami for that one, and I did the Our Bodies, Our Sports in DC. Went
Great.
for that.
I love it. Well, we really appreciate you all being here. And you were telling me right before we got started that you have already spotted some Antifa around.
So they got here before we did and posted pictures of myself and Yolanda talking about we're dangerous Turks and rumors and all this crazy stuff. But it's fun to see your picture posted everywhere.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna show. Let me see if I can find them. Where are you here? Did you just sent them to me, correct?
I sent them on Twitter.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, okay. So let me share them here with you all. This is So look, right here we see beware beware of the violent fascist in the area. Oh my goodness. I mean, you frankly look great in this poster that they have put up of you. I mean, you look really wonderful.
Yeah, they ripped it. I think from my like Substack or something. I don't know.
And let me see if I can see the other one. And then this is the one. I don't know if everyone can see this now. This is the one they put up of Yolanda.
That's just showing our posters.
So you are right now, we are coming live to you with some of the absolutely most wanted women in America. Let me show Yolanda's.
They put Yolanda's phone number on there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like they actually put her real phone number.
Well, it's funny
Wow.
because it's actually my work phone number, so spam calls get auto blocked.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Good.
it'll be interesting. It'll be fun.
Well, good. Well, all right, ladies. Well, we are so excited. Are you guys ready to go? How many are with you on the ground right now?
There are four of us.
Okay. Well, I love
Four
it.
very brave women.
You are very brave. Oh
And
my
cold.
goodness.
We're cold.
And cold. I know it looks really snowy there.
Yeah, I mean, it's Denver. It could be worse. At least it's not snowing right now.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, I'm gonna remove myself from the screen so that I can do exactly that and let you women speak.
Okay, I think it's just gonna be like me and Yolanda are gonna speak, and then we're gonna march to RTD and chalk the sidewalk. So I don't know if like you want to live stream all that, but I can wear the little thing or whatnot.
I'll come back on and we can do a little interview.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Amy.
All right.
All right, who wants to go first?
So I have a megaphone here. I'm not sure if I should be using it because I don't know if it'll mess up the sound on the stream at all.
Why don't you let me try it and let's see.
I'll just do an intro song really quick.
Okay.
Would you like to come out and see us? Come break your heart and put it back again. Or would you like to answer the questions? What went wrong with women and men? Do you think that you could ever put it on the line? Do you think that you could even spare the time? Is that messing up the sound at all? Oh, I can't hear you.
We can hear you much better when the bullhorn is pointed at the camera. We lose you a little bit when you point it away.
Okay. Can you hear me okay on the mic though?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll just leave it like that then. All right. Let's see.
I'm gonna adjust the camera for you
I
guys.
think it looks good.
Okay.
I gotta take this off.
Or set it down.
Well, this. Well, you know, I'll always just put my. It's recording.
It's recording. It's already.
Oh goodness. I cannot open my paper.
I know my hands are so cold.
Yeah, right. It's so cold out here. I can't feel a thing. Hello, Denver, Colorado. We are here to encourage the women, as in adult human females, of the Regional Transportation District, the women of the city of Denver, and all of the women of the state of Colorado to speak up. The state of Colorado has forced the participation of all of us, into a faith-based belief system violating our First Amendment rights to free speech, freedom of the belief, and freedom of the press. Today, we are here to practice our freedom of assembly to address our grievances with the state. On January 3rd of this year, redx.info, that is REDUXX.info, published an article reporting from an anonymous source that a male employee at the Denver Regional Transportation District, who recently started identifying as the opposite sex, was now using employee female-only spaces to include the showers and the locker rooms. It was reported that some women have expressed discomfort with this male in the spaces where they undress and were allegedly threatened with termination if they didn't accept the naked male in their spaces. So today I pose these questions to the Denver Regional Transportation District, the city of Denver, and the legislative powers of the state of Colorado. I have the right to not be exposed to male genitals enjoying this park. While I walk down the streets of Denver, and while riding on the trains of the Regional Transportation District. Why do I, as well as all women and children, lose that right the moment we step into a space meant for us to undress? Please explain to those of us who don't consent why we should give up the right to consent to when, where, and how we are exposed to male genitals. Who does that serve exactly? So here's my final question to you, to those mentioned before. For those of us who don't consent, where can we go where our consent will be honored and punished by law if violated? We used to have those spaces. In fact, we are legally entitled to those spaces. So where are they now? We demand answers. these questions just cannot be answered. Thankfully, I'm in a position to be able to speak freely and not fear termination, unlike the ladies of Denver Regional Transportation District. And so now those are the women. And so now those women are who I want to address next. The female employees of the Denver Regional Transportation District. Please speak up. We need to hear you. Don't let those people bully you out of practicing your constitutional rights. We have a worldwide network of women who stand with you and are ready to take action. In case y'all haven't been paying attention, there is currently a worldwide coordinated attack on women and children, and the state of Colorado, the city of Denver, and Denver Regional Transportation District are all complicit in the increasing erasure of women in society and the eugenics of gender non-conforming children. Wake up, Colorado! Gender identity dogma influencing all our laws violates everyone's First Amendment rights. Defend women and girls and protect our female-only spaces. Thank you.
Woo! Woo! Way to go, Yolanda. You did it.
Yep, I did it.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. Let's do that. Take this. Okay. All right, Yolanda just gave an awesome speech, and I also want to say to the ladies of RTD, we do have a lawyer. If you guys hear this, it is against the law for your employer to tell you that you cannot talk about something. We have a lawyer who will take your case. If you are willing to fight for this and fight for free speech, then we have a lawyer. So please reach out to us. Reach out to the ladies at Redux or reach out to me, and we will put you in contact with that lawyer. All right, here we go. Women are born, not worn. Female and male are developmental pathways that are determined at conception. Humans are mammals and a sexually dimorphic species. Male and female are not costumes that can be put on or taken off. Male and female are biological realities. Males are organisms whose reproductive organs are organized to produce small gametes or sperm. Females are those organisms whose reproductive organs are organized to produce large gametes or ova. Sperm or ova. There is no third gamete. There is no third sex. If being a female was something a girl could identify out of, we would see girls in Afghanistan taking off their burqas and declaring themselves boys. In the Western world, we are seeing an explosion in young girls attempting to identify out of their sex. Why is this? Social contagion, brainwashing by the school system, and degrading, dehumanizing pornography. The porn these kids are exposed to is not your grandfather's porn. It is slapping, choking, spitting. It is degrading and dehumanizing to women. Young women see this and think, I don't want that done to me. So they try to escape by imitating the opposite sex. Doctors who stand to make a large profit are all too willing to perform radical double mastectomies and eventually hysterectomies on young, vulnerable women. This is doctor-assisted self-harm. And this is what that looks like. This is what they're doing to kids. To these girls, I say, love yourself. You are perfect the way you are. Porn is a lie, and there are good men out there who will treat you with love and respect. And to the young lesbians trying to escape homophobia, internal or external, you are perfect just the way you are. You do not need to imitate men to love women. To these horrible doctors, I say, stop transing young, vulnerable women and gay children. Stop trying to trans away the gay. In the Western world, we are also seeing an explosion of middle-aged men who decide that they want to LARP as women. Why is this? We used to call cross-dressing men transvestites. Now some groups in society call these men trans women. I do not agree with this label, as men can never be any type of woman. I prefer to call these men trans-identified males, or TIMs for short. Why are we seeing an explosion of TIMs? Again, the answer is porn. Gender dysphoria is exceedingly rare. The majority of these men are porn sick. Oops, my hands are so cold. These men begin to fantasize about being the woman rather than being with the woman. These men want to be degraded, as that is how they see women. Google sissy porn if you want to understand. These men see LARPing as women as a way to degrade and humiliate themselves. In the words of the trans-identified male Julia Serrano, this is what he says: "While I never really believed the cliche about women being good for only one thing, that sentiment kept creeping into my fantasies. I would imagine myself being sold into sex slavery and having strange men take advantage of me. It's called forced feminization, and it's not really about sex. It is about turning the humiliation you feel into pleasure, transforming the loss of male privilege into the best expletive ever." These men see women as objects. Now, that's some of these men. Then there are the men who are naturally predatory. These men see these laws that allow men to self-ID into women's spaces, and they see an open door to the hen house. 49% of the trans-identified males in prison are sex offenders. These men realize that if they say the magic words, "I am a woman," they will be placed in a women's prison where they can look at women and rape women. These men are housed with the women in every sense. They shower with the women, they potty with the women, they are placed into a cell with a woman. One such inmate, Andre Patterson, strangled his male cellmate, Kimani Muhammad. He told the District Court of Southern Illinois that he identified as a woman, and based on that declaration, and in spite of the murder he committed with his bare hands, Patterson was transferred to Logan's Women's Prison and placed in a cell with a woman. He subdued and raped that woman that very day. This is madness. This is what he looks like. They put him in a cell with a woman. I wish I could say this is the only case, but it is not. We have had multiple rapes and multiple pregnancies resulting from these policies. Predatory men are using self-ID laws to practice voyeurism, exhibitionism. These men hide cameras and they film porn in our intimate spaces. There is a whole genre of porn dedicated to these men invading our spaces to film themselves masturbating and so on. One such predatory man is Hannah Tubbs. He waited inside a Denny's women's restroom. When a 10-year-old girl entered the bathroom, he grabbed the girl by the throat, pulled her into a stall, and began sexually assaulting her. The assault did not stop until someone entered the bathroom and scared Tubbs off. Tubbs later bragged about his crime and the fact that he would get off easy because he was a tranny. I have listened to the recording and he was gloating. Tubbs is a truly evil human being. Oh, this is a grainy picture, but I'm going to show it to you guys. So this guy literally waited inside a bathroom for a little girl so that he could assault her. And you tell me these men won't use these laws to get to women? He did, and he's not the only one. I wish I could say that this is rare, but it is not. These men have found a weakness in the safeguarding of women and girls, and they are exploiting it. Women say no. If these special men need a space away from other men, lobby for a third space. The woman's is taken. Women's spaces exist to protect us from voyeurism, exhibitionism, and assault. They exist for women's privacy, dignity, and safety. They do not exist for men to practice their fetishes. And that was my speech, guys. Woo! We came out and we did the thing.
You guys are great. We really we so appreciate you being there. I'm so sorry I was a little bit late for you guys. I really appreciate your time and going out and being there in person. As we continue to say, this is the record of our descent. Why don't you know what, first of all, also, I loved, and everyone else in the chat really loved all of your pictures. I think they make a really good difference, and because you're on camera, they, even the grainy ones, it really comes across well. It's windy there. So I think that's a really good strategy. I think we can, the more that women are doing this, the more we can add that to our arsenal to show those images. Those images are highly impactful, as are you speaking the words of the AGP in their own words.
Yes.
In their own words, that's what they think. That's how they feel about women. So I think that is highly impactful. So tell us about your plan right now. Where are you all headed?
So we're just down the road from RTD, so we're gonna walk down there, and I'm gonna talk if it looks like there's enough sidewalk to talk on. I'll leave a message to let them know that we were here and we care, and also to let these women know that we care. Not everybody is crazy. We realize this is wrong.
Absolutely. Well, go ahead. So just so everyone knows in the chat, I'm going to repeat your names. You were live today. This was Christina Goki, and I put up earlier in the chat, I put her YouTube channel into the chat where you can follow it. I'm going to put her YouTube channel back into the stream, so you can go to her YouTube channel and follow her as well. Before that, Yolanda Edwards was speaking. Yolanda was also at many of the events, at the Let Women Speak events. She was in, I know she was in Portland. She was in Tacoma.
Yolanda's all over. She's a wild one.
Yeah. So we appreciate you ladies being out there. I will stay talking with the women in the chat, and we will just go ahead and take us to your location. We'll get some shots of you chalking, and yeah, thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
All right, so we will, I'm gonna sort of
okay,
mute
hold on.
them.
The girls want to sing. Is that okay?
Oh yes, please go ahead. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. I'll
sing
leave.
as we go. Never mind. I guess
Okay, you'll sing as you go. Okay, let's see.
Here, you want to wheel?
Adult human female woman, adult human female, I am a woman. Woman, adult human female woman, adult human female woman, adult human female. How you doing?
Okay, so we're gonna watch these ladies as they go and as they chalk. We'll keep with them. The singing is so great, and just them being out there is really great. You all have been. I'm going to put this comment up there. Women need to stay warm while they're doing these things. Everyone is concerned that you need a hat, Christina.
I know it's freezing, but I'm toughing it up.
You're doing great. I put this one up where we had just, two women speaking a few weeks ago. I put up the event that happened in Colorado where there was just one woman who decided to speak. So I really encourage everyone, it doesn't take an army of thousands. All it takes is a few women to have one of these events. I also want to shout out these posters. These women have some beautiful posters. These are posters that you can also get at stopfemaleerasure.com. So you can go to stopfemaleerasure.com and get posters, stickers. So the posters that you're seeing today are from her. They're really great. They're Kay Yang's designs. So they're really wonderful. We very much appreciate her. They have my favorite one, which is a slogan that Kay Yang and I have been saying for a long time, which is, "This is the record of our descent." And that is really what these live streams are for. These are exactly for that. This is to make a record of our descent, to make it public, to have women going to all of these different cities and speaking up and speaking out. So we will continue to hold them. If you would like to
You want to take
do
this now?
Either way.
Yeah,
if you would like to do one of these events in your hometown, please do contact me and I will put it up on my live stream. So you don't have to have your own live stream. You don't have to have your own platform. I will put these up. Kay Yang, that is a great question. Kay Yang is in the process. She has been inundated. Anyone who is not already following her can follow her at stop XX Erasure on Twitter, and you can follow her at the Deprogrammer on Instagram.
Do you know how to get to 1650 Blake Street?
This is where Kay Yang is now. She, everyone who is already not following her, she has recently been on Fox and Friends. She was on Fox in the Morning. She was also on Glenn Beck. She had an article in the New York Post. So she has been doing a lot of great work right now. She is quite busy. She always joins me whenever she can. Of course, I am always happy to co-host with her. She is my absolute favorite. I love her so much. So I'm always excited to have her on when she's here. But you know, she does have many, many important things that she is doing. And so we encourage her to continue in the work that she's up to. I think it's really important to encourage one another to keep our focus. These events are very important, but Kay Yang is in the process of creating, she's in the process of writing, she is in the process of creating more videos. So we need this from her. We need her research. We need women's scholarship and research to add to this. She is our #1 whistleblower on this topic. So while it would be nice to have her here with me, I really I want her to keep her focus on what her focus is on. All right, so we're watching these ladies march through the streets of Denver. Yeah, and as Millie says, look at her on YouTube. She is at Programmer on YouTube. So I spelled that wrong. You spelled that wrong. You can watch the Deprogrammer on YouTube. Look at her last channel. It's been really, her channel is really incredible. I just did a post on my Twitter the other day that had to do with porn, and I referenced many of her videos on her channel. Oh, thank you, Chicana Feminist, so much. I appreciate you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And just so you all know, your support, everyone gives when they can, and I don't expect anyone to give every time, but it's really great. I really appreciate this because support like this it helps these live streams going. It helps us continue this work. So I'm grateful. And I appreciate it. It helps me host this. It helps me pay for all of these things that cost, I mean, not a crazy amount, but this costs me money. So I appreciate you helping me do what I'm doing. Yeah, and we can all support one another. There are, Kay Yang often speaks to race. I had on my last live stream, I had Dr. Suzanne Vierling here speaking. I listen to these women. I think it's really important Millie, you can do a super chat. You can, let me get you a link because you can also just, it's also possible just to send it to my PayPal, but I think there's a super chat button. Sometimes it's hard to see, but you can go there. But as I was saying, I'm speaking to this comment of Lavender's. That's why I try to have on women like Dr. Suzanne Vierling, women like Kay Yang. I think it's important to hear other women's voices. Dr. Suzanne Vierling's work is incredibly important because she really draws out the parallels between what happened here in the United States with slavery, how Black women were treated and spoken about. She draws a linguistic parallel between Black women as birthing bodies and going into how we are talking about women today. So these links are very important to be making. And she also makes the links about the commodification of women's bodies from slavery to today, how women's bodies, Black women's bodies, and now all women's bodies are being used as commodification. She speaks to the medicalization and commodification of women's birthing process and women's labor. So Dr. Suzanne really draws out the parallels of how that happens and how money is literally being made off of women's birthing process. Money is being made off of our reproductive byproducts, so off of women's umbilical cords, off of the placenta, off of the amniotic fluid. All of these things are taken from women who have birth in hospitals and sold. So she is a beautiful one to listen to that for that. And I also want to speak to this. I'm not sure what, I didn't see the previous comments, but I have also been hosting, I've been live streaming other events that are happening. If I can find women who go to these events, the events that happen in Santee, California were hosted by some conservative groups. I went ahead and live streamed them because we had women who were going. And I think it is, again, this to me, it's a value set that I hold because I think it's really important for women, for all of us to see the dissent that is happening, whether it is coming from what I would call kind of our side or whether it is coming from another side. If there's a woman who wants to go to one of these events and wants to live stream it for me, I want to host it. So, of course, I encourage us to have our own events, but I will always host these events. All right. So it looks like these ladies are maybe picking a corner where they are going to chalk.
I don't know. I think we should go, guys.
Are you guys? Are you going to pick a place and chalk?
Are we? Yeah, we're almost there.
Oh, okay, great. Okay,
We want
great.
to do it right outside of RTD's admin building.
Great.
I have emailed every single member of the board, and not a single one has emailed me back.
Of course. Of course.
They did. Somebody from them finally emailed me when they learned about the protest.
Wow.
To ask me where it was going to be, how many people, but they didn't say anything about letting a man shower with the women. Nothing.
Incredible. It's shocking, but I think what is so important and it's so encouraging to see, and thank you, Millie, by the way, I appreciate it so much. It's so important to have women pushing back because, if we push back to these politicians, if we show up, I think it makes a huge impact. I know it doesn't seem like so much, but I often show up to my own city council meetings. You can show up to city council meetings, you can show up to school board meetings, even if you don't have a child in that school, and give this feedback because, we have a right to speak. We have a right to say something.
That's a good point, Amy. I need to do the school board meetings.
Yeah, it's really, They are exciting. And also, many of these meetings, just for everyone to know, many of these meetings you can Zoom. So you don't always even have to go in person. You can often sign up and Zoom live into them. So even if you can't travel or you have kids at home, you can Zoom into these meetings so that you can, again, it's about making a record. So all of these meetings, usually if it's at a city council meeting, if it's at a school board meeting, they record their own meetings. So it creates a public record of women saying no. And it's really important.
It is important. I mean, it's like the only way we're going to change the tide. It's like people start seeing it, that we care. We say no.
I like this walking parade as well. Well, I'm going to go out of the shot for a second. So
It's been fun. I think we peaked like a few people at least. Gotta start somewhere.
let's see. Oh, I want to do it the other way. No, I can't do it the other way.
We should be close, guys. This is 17.
And if you want to even go record yourself putting up stickers.
Yeah.
If you put up stickers, make a video of it. And anyone in the chat, if you put up stickers, make a video of it and tag me, and I will retweet it, because even just putting up stickers, that's its own record. All right, I'm gonna get out of the
special stickers just for RTD.
Are we going to Union Station?
Yes.
Oh, that way.
This way? Yeah,
Oh,
1660. It's
Okay.
like,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I think Keith has us.
Cool. We should also go down there and just make some noise at people.
You think so?
Yeah, because that's where the Union Station is, like where all the stations come together, and we can get people's attention there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1660 is like, it's where the administrators and the board
Where the
directors, I
offices,
guess.
yeah.
Like, so that's why
Let's go. Yep. Just so y'all know, Denver Police has been on standby for us in case something happens, but ultimately we weren't really planning on anything bad going on today, so I think we're good.
the sun's really loud.
I love it. And it looks like you all have a nice convoy. You have some men with you today as well.
Yeah, well, I had to get security because a crazy Antifa. And then my husband, he's really good security.
Aw, I love it.
Yeah, he's very supportive.
Making a case for having husbands. I love it.
I like mine. I'll keep it.
Aw, yeah.
All right, we made it.
All right.
This is 1660. They're supposed to be open. The office hours. Hi. Okay, so we made it. It's up to you whether or not, Amy, you want to if you want me to film the talking, I can do that and tag you later, or we can keep going. It's up to you.
And I love it. I want to see your chalking. I think I'll just get a picture of that. And we're getting some questions. Did you all just do this pop-up today, or did you go ahead and get a permit, or how did you decide how you were going to do this today?
So the way that Colorado laws are, our group was so small, we didn't need a permit.
Great.
So I didn't have to worry about that. Now, once we get above 25 people, we will need a permit, and it takes about 60 days here. So wherever you live, you need to figure out how long it takes, because some places are faster than others. What are the rules? How many people? Noise ordinances can have special permits sometimes, but we didn't need one for this one, luckily. But I want to keep having these, so in the future, I'll have to make sure I plan ahead to get the permit, at least 60 days before.
Well, I love you all coming out. So I'll remove myself, and you guys can do some chalking, and then I'll step back in and chat with all of the women here. You've got about 60 or so women watching on YouTube. You have let's see, there's a few women watching on my Twitter, and a handful more watching on Facebook. So I don't know, we maybe have about 100 altogether. So you got a few women with you and watching you, and we'll watch you get this, watch you do some chalking now.
Will you be breathing the whole second time? Okay, so that's
I think the driest spot is probably over here, right here.
What?
The driest spot is probably over here.
Yeah.
So let me know if I'm in the shot.
Yep, you're in the middle of it.
Just so you guys know, it takes so much talk.
That's one. That
Yeah.
RTD is complicit. RTD protects predators. I mean,
same. Love this one.
I'm gonna put this right behind you so that if anyone runs up.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Nobody's getting it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So in a minute, I hope that she'll show us what she is chalking, but it looks like she's getting some nice interaction. You'll see that these ladies decided to hire some security, which they in fact needed, because I am going to show you, the women who were here in the beginning saw this, but these women were actually targeted. So I'm gonna see if, let me move move in on this. So these women were targeted. So these signs were put up against them. I'm gonna show you the other one that was put up. If you can see this was the one put up by Yolanda. I'm gonna remove the part that has her phone number in it. So they decided that they needed to have security at their event. We just heard the speakers for those of you who were there. Uh-oh, can someone get this, Judy, can you get this person out of my chat? Uh, so these Antifa, I guess some of them know my channel as well. Of course they do. That makes perfect sense. But these women are targeted, and so they decided they needed security with them here today, which is be safe. So I really encourage all women to be safe. I spoke to Christina earlier, and we talked about keeping the event, public in terms of telling people that we would have a live stream and that it would be in Denver, but also keeping it private in terms of the exact location, because these events are dangerous, and it is very important, that women stay safe. So oh, great. And now we're going to see, oh, look at this. This is great. I'm going to remove myself.
Does anybody in the chat have a request? I'll write it.
Yeah, does anyone have a request for something to write?
Don't have dolls. That's funny, Candace. So yeah, we're right outside here, so they're gonna know we were here. Hopefully, I don't see how they could ignore it. This is the RTD. This is the place they're forcing women to shower with men. They have no choice.
Christina, can you again tell us where we are?
Okay, so we're in Denver, Colorado at RTD. That's the Regional Transportation District. So in this work environment, they are forcing the females to share their shower with a male who is a trans-identified male, who's just a dude. And the women were told if they talked about it, if they complained, they would be fired, which is illegal. There's whistleblower laws that protect you. Your employer is not supposed to tell you not to talk about things. So we have a lawyer that will take their case if they will come forward. But yeah, they're forcing the women to share intimate space, to be naked around a man, and that is sexual harassment, sexual discrimination. It's wrong on so many levels, obviously, you know.
There's a couple of great suggestions. Stop gaslighting. Women say no. Trans women are men. I would like sex-based safeguarding. I think what you've got is great, but it's women say no. And women are watching. That's another one. Women are watching. We're watching them. I hope that they know that we are paying attention to what they are doing.
Yes. Do you? Are you feeling brave? Okay, well, hold on. All right, let me finish. Oh my God, Yolanda's feeling spicy. This could get scary. In our spaces. Got a little too close together.
Do we want it?
I'll
do it.
I'm down.
Okay.
If you want to ring the doorbell. I guess so. Yolanda's spicy. Apparently, we're going to try and talk to these people.
Yes, we are wondering if anyone would like to come out here and talk with us about our action here today.
I'll see if I can find anyone.
Awesome, thank you.
It's not right. Hey, so good.
I'm so excited. I hope they come out.
Yolanda's spicy. She's brave.
I am. I like talking to people. What can I say? Especially when it's just like one-on-one. That's my favorite. So let's see. Anyone come back?
All I know is we got to get Candace some food because she's hungry. I can tell. Yeah, I doubt they're going to come out and talk to us, guys. But hey, they know we were here. They definitely know now. Trail the Troons. Y'all kill me.
You would like to speak with us? Okay, sure, thanks. So no one would
Yeah,
like to speak
they
with
said
us
no.
today.
They said no. I guess she doesn't mind a penis in her face when she's in the shower.
Anyway, I'm going to pull out my megaphone and bring up my questions to them that I have.
Oh shit. Okay. Hello. Good. How are you?
Already.
That was the police, wasn't it?
Yeah, they just started a transit police. So from his chevrons, looks like he may be like a captain or a commander.
So what do you mean by, what did you call it? Transit police? Like,
Yeah, RTD transit police.
so how does that work with the regular police?
Well, they're post certified, so they can make arrests. So
Okay. All right, Yolanda's she's gonna yell at these people.
I have a few questions for the Denver Regional Transportation District today. I have the right to not be exposed to male genitals walking down the street. I have the right to not be exposed to male genitals as I'm riding the Regional Transportation Department for District trains. I have the right to not be exposed to male genitals as I enjoy any park in this city. Why do I lose that right, as well as the rest of the women of Regional Transportation District, as soon as we step into a space meant for us to undress? Regional Transportation District will not answer these questions that I have. Regional Transportation District, there are those of us who don't consent to males in our spaces. Where can we go? Where are our spaces? We are legally entitled to those spaces. Where are they now? Please point us in the right direction, or at least
Tell them, Yolanda. Tell them.
We demand answers.
Women say no.
To males in our vulnerable spaces. There we go.
That's awesome. The chat loves it. The chat loves it.
Regional Transportation District, you are complicit in the erasure of female people from public society. Women are choosing not to use your trains. Women are choosing not to use your bathrooms. Women are choosing not to use your spaces in general because men have access to all of them. There is no safe space for women and girls anymore, and y'all have helped with that.
They are complicit.
Y'all have helped tremendously get rid of female spaces. Women are going to get raped, and you're complicit.
Women are being raped.
Women are being raped. And one day you will be held accountable for this. Are you ready for this regional transportation district? You will be held accountable for allowing the sexual harassment of women in your... What is this? It's not even an organization. This is
The Regional Transportation District? I don't know.
This is a public service.
I mean, it isn't. It isn't. They make money. They profit.
Yeah, but it's a public service.
So RTD is complicit in sexual harassment.
RTD is complicit in sexual harassment.
Women say no to men in our spaces.
Women say no to men in our spaces.
Oh my God, we should sing the song at them. I love singing that song. Okay. How long do you want to do this, babe? All right, guys. Well, it's 3:34.
3:34?
Yeah. How much longer do you want to yell at them?
I don't care. I'm done yelling. I think they got the message.
Yeah. I mean, we left
RTD is complicit in sexual harassment of women in their female-only spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. Keep men out of women's spaces. Women say no. I hope the Regional Transportation District gets sued. I hope y'all are sued for telling.
We have a lawyer. So
your
yeah.
female employees to stay quiet. I hope that y'all go down.
We have a lawyer. We are ready to take it to court. You can't tell your employees not to talk.
Your employees can say whatever the hell they want to us, and we will raise their voices louder than ever, and you will seriously regret what you have done. You will. We will not stand for this. We will never stand for men in women's spaces, and you cannot convince us. There is no convincing. We are done. We will not stand for this any longer. RTD, you are done. Done, I tell you.
I love it. She's fiery.
My voice is going out. I can't do this no more.
All right, guys. Let me switch the camera around. Hold on. That was message with me. All right, guys. So I think we're kind of yelled out. We did the thing. We're gonna try and do this again and make it like a regular occurrence. Yeah, because I know our team is gonna keep doing this. It's the policy, so we're gonna have to fight it. But we'll be back. Thank you for hosting us, Amy.
Absolutely. Thanks for being out there today, Christina. Thank you to Yolanda as well. I appreciate you women being out there despite some personal harassment to you specifically. So I really appreciate you organizing this and getting it together. I'll be here when you want to do it again. The women in the chat are absolutely with you. You all have all of our support. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Amy. All right. Thanks everybody in the chat for showing up.
Yay. Wow.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone being here today. See you, Chicana. Keep talking about Tampa. If you're ready to host one in Tampa, we will absolutely put that up. I'll put that on my live stream. And anyone else who wants to put one of these together, I am happy to host it. I think, or if you want to host one on your own YouTube, I will retweet it. I will promote it. These are the records of our descent. I cannot say that enough. We create our own media. The media aren't telling our stories. Even the media that women hate, even the media that is so-called right-wing media, they are telling positive stories about this. There are so many positive stories about this being told by Fox News. They are telling the other side, so they are not even 100% on our side. There is no one on our side except for us, and that is why it is so important for us to create our own media around this. So okay, great. It looks like Pinwheel is saying February 12th is the date to look forward to a Tampa event. So I am excited to see that. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, May. Yeah, I'm the next Barbara Walters. Thank you, May. And just so you all know, I am a little quiet on Twitter recently. I'm working on my own writing. I'm going to be launching a Substack. I've done so much work in the past 2 years being out there, being on the ground, being a boots on the ground. But I know that some of you know, but not everyone knows. My background is in psychology, so I have my own analysis on this. I have my own body of research, but I haven't spent enough time trying to get it out there and publish it. And I think it is really important for us all to be grounded in the analysis of what is happening here. So I am taking some time to myself to focus on that work. Kay Yang, I also know some people were asking about her today. She is also taking some time to focus on her work. We are certainly not gone. We're not gone from this. It's just sometimes you have to protect that creative time and creative space in order to put that work out there, and that is what we are doing right now. So you can expect to see more from myself. You can expect to see more from Kay Yang. Thank you all for being here in the chat today. Thank you, Zan, Laura. I saw Jennifer Thomas here. Alicia, I saw you are putting up a Substack. I'm so excited. I got your email, so thank you for sending it. Thank you. You've got Turf Mail and Stone the Crow and Laura and Millie. Millie, you are asking, what did you say? Oh yeah, I would like to publish with Spinifex. Yeah, that will be great. Chicana Feminist, Kiki the Rad Femme, Lavender, May, VF555, Judy G, thank you for being a mod for me as always. Pinwheel Art, great to see you. Andrea, Dragon, Kitigan, Ung, who else? I'm Spiky Turf. I really just, I appreciate all of you being with me today and tuning in to these live streams. When we make these, when I make these, and when we share these, this is us creating our own media resource. So the more women who are doing this, and I don't expect to be the only one, I think other women are doing this as well, and I try to share theirs when I see this happening. But this is the record of our descent, and us promoting each other, us promoting one another, sharing one another's stories and voices. This is what is making a difference. So I thank you all for being here today. We are exciting. Yes. Anung, how do you say your name? I don't know. You'll have to. Is that a question? You'll have to spell it out for me. I'm probably Anung. I'm probably saying it wrong, but you can phonetically put it in, and I will try to get it accurately done. Spiky Turf, thank you. Thank you from Turf Island. Oh, we need our UK turfs. We appreciate you so much. And you know, as Stone the Crow is saying, this is a worldwide happening. I saw women in the chat today from UK, from Scotland, from the Bahamas. I know women were here from Canada and from the US. This is a global propaganda that we are dealing with. Anang Ikwe, Anang Ikwe, Anang Ikwe. All right, I think I've got it now. All right, thank you all, and bye-bye, and I appreciate you, and we will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.